Unlock your super memory. Remember anything forever. Awaken your super memory. Unlock your super memory. Remember anything forever. This is not magic. This is not talent. This is not luck. This is training. This is understanding. This is a new way to use your brain. If you forget names, if you forget words, if you forget what you study, if you forget why you walked into a room, this text is for you. You are not broken. Your brain is not weak. Your memory is not bad. You simply never learned how memory really works. Most people blame themselves. They say, I am stupid. I am slow. I cannot remember anything. That is not true. Your brain is powerful, but power needs direction. Think about fire. Fire can cook food. Fire can give warmth. Fire can also destroy a house. Memory is the same. Without control, it feels dangerous. With training, it becomes your greatest tool. Today, you start a new story. A story where you trust your mind again. A story where learning feels easy. A story where remembering feels natural. Let us begin with the truth. Memory is a skill, not a gift, not a talent, a skill. And every skill can be trained. Imagine your brain as a library, a very big library. Every time you learn something, a new book arrives. A name, a word, a fact, a lesson. But most people throw the book on the floor. They do not label it. They do not organize it. They never return to read it again. So later they say, I forgot everything. Of course you forgot. The book was never placed on a shelf. Memory has two main rooms: short-term memory, long-term memory. Short-term memory is like a whiteboard. You write something, you turn around, it disappears. Long-term memory is like a notebook. Once written, it stays. Most people live on the whiteboard. They read, they listen, they watch, but they never save. This is why learning feels hard. This is why forgetting feels painful. Let us change this. The first key is attention. Attention is the door to memory. If the door is closed, nothing enters. You cannot remember what you never noticed. Think about your day. You scroll, you swipe, you listen while thinking about something else. Your body is present, your mind is not. Later you say, I studied, but I remember nothing. No, you were there, but your attention was not. Your brain receives millions of signals every day. Sounds, colors, words, faces. It must choose, keep or delete. It chooses based on attention. What you focus on stays. What you ignore disappears. This is not a problem. This is a system. You must learn to use it. From now on, slow down. When you learn something important, pause, look at it, listen to it, say it in your head, say it out loud. Give it 5 seconds of real attention. 5 seconds can change everything.
Now, let us talk about pictures. Your brain does not think in words, it thinks in images. When I say apple, you do not see letters. You see a red fruit. You see shine. You see shape. Words are symbols. Pictures are reality. If you want strong memory, use pictures. Names become faces. Words become images. Ideas become scenes. Meet a man named Jack. Do not repeat the word jack. See a giant jackhammer in his hands. Hear the noise. Feel the vibration. Now you will remember him. Learn the word mountain. Do not repeat the spelling. See a huge mountain. Feel the cold air. See the snow. Memory grows with detail. The stranger the image, the stronger the memory. Your brain loves surprise. Your brain loves color. Your brain loves movement. Now let us connect images. Single images are good. Stories are better. Your brain loves stories. It always has. That is why you remember movies. That is why you remember songs. That is why you remember childhood stories. But you forget lists. Lists have no life, no emotion, no connection. Stories have flow. One thing leads to another. Imagine a list. Milk, book, cat, shoes, rain. Now turn it into a story. A giant milk bottle opens a book. A cat jumps out of the book. The cat wears shoes. The shoes splash in the rain. You smile. You see it. You remember it. This is not childish. This is how the brain works. Memory champions use this. Actors use this. Language learners use this. And now you use it too. Let us pause. So far, you learned 3 truths. Memory is a skill. Attention opens the door. Images and stories build strong memory. This is the foundation, but foundation alone is not enough. A house needs support. A tree needs roots. In the next part, you will learn how memory becomes permanent, how time works with your brain, how emotion locks memory forever. You will learn how to stop forgetting after one day, how to make learning stay. Do not rush. Do not skim. Read slowly. Feel the words. See the images. You are not just reading. You are training your brain. Your supermemory is not coming. It is already inside you. You are simply learning how to unlock it. Part 2. Make memory permanent. Now you understand the foundation. Memory is a skill. Attention opens the door. Images and stories build strong memory. But strong memory is not enough. You want permanent memory. You want to remember tomorrow, next week, next year. You want learning to stay. To do that, you must understand time. Memory needs time. Memory needs space. Memory needs repetition. One-time learning is not real learning. Think about writing on sand. You write your name on the beach. It looks clear. It looks strong. But the wind comes, the waves arrive, the words disappear. This is what happens in your brain. If you learn once and never return, memory fades. This is normal. This is human. There is a name for this, the forgetting curve. Your brain forgets fast if you do nothing, but your brain remembers forever if you review at the right time. This is called spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is simple, but it is powerful. You learn something today. You review it after 1 hour. You review it again after 1 day, then after 2 days, then after 1 week, then after 2 weeks. Each time you return, your brain says, "This is important. Keep this." Each review makes the memory deeper, stronger, more stable. After 5 or 6 reviews, the memory becomes part of you. Now let us see an example. You learn a new English word, confidence. You read it once, you understand it, you feel good. But tomorrow it is gone. Why? Because you met it once. You never built a relationship with it. Now use spaced repetition. Day 1, you learn confidence. You say it out loud. I have confidence. 1 hour later, you write a sentence. She speaks with confidence. Before sleep, you repeat the word slowly. Day 2, you use the word in a conversation. I want more confidence when I speak. Day 4, you write a short story. A boy finds confidence after many failures. Day 7, you hear the word in a video. You smile. Now the word lives inside you. This is not magic. This is timing. You do not need to study more. You need to return at the right moments. Many people say, I study for hours. I forget everything. The problem is not time. The problem is no review. Spaced repetition is like watering a plant. A little water, again and again. Now let us talk about emotion. Emotion is glue for memory. Strong emotion creates strong memory. Think about your life. You forget daily details. You remember emotional moments. Your first success, your biggest failure, a moment of fear, a moment of love. Why do these stay? Because emotion tells the brain this matters. There is a part of the brain that listens to emotion. When emotion is strong, memory goes deep. If you want to remember something forever, add feeling. Do not learn like a robot. Learn like a human. Let us take an example. You learn a history date. A ship sank. A number. A year. If you memorize numbers, you forget. If you imagine people, if you imagine fear, if you imagine bravery, if you imagine goodbye, the date becomes alive. Now you will never forget it. This works with language too. Learn the word abandon. Do not only learn the meaning, feel it. Remember a moment of loss. Remember a moment of leaving. Now the word has a home in your heart. If a topic feels boring, create emotion. Use imagination. Use humor. Use exaggeration. Your brain does not care if it is real. It cares if it feels real. Even fake emotion is better than no emotion. Now let us move to a powerful step, teaching. Teaching is remembering twice. When you teach, you change roles. You are not a student anymore. You become a creator. To teach, you must remember. You must organize. You must explain in simple words. This rebuilds the memory inside you. Let us see an example. You learn the word procrastinate. It means delay. If you walk away, you may forget. But if you say, let me explain this to you. Procrastinate means waiting instead of acting. I procrastinate when I delay cleaning my room. Now the word is yours. You can teach in many ways. Talk to a friend. Talk to yourself. Write a post. Record your voice. You do not need an audience. You need intention. Teach immediately. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. Teaching locks memory. Now let us build structure. Memory loves structure. This is where the mind palace comes in. Your brain remembers places easily. Rooms, streets, buildings. You remember your old home, even after many years. Places are stable. A mind palace uses this power. You choose a place you know well. Your home, your school, your favorite cafe. You walk through it in your mind. You place information in each location. Each place holds one image. Let us try a simple example. You want to remember 5 things. Choose your house. Front door, living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom. At the front door, place a giant book. In the living room, place a talking cat. In the kitchen, place a burning clock. In the bedroom, place a flying shoe. In the bathroom, place a singing mirror. Now walk through your house in your mind. You will remember everything. The stranger the image, the stronger the memory. Do not worry if it feels slow. This is training. With practice, it becomes fast. Now let us talk about sleep. Sleep is not rest for the brain. Sleep is work. At night, your brain organizes memory. It decides what to keep. It decides what to delete. What you review before sleep matters. The last things you see shape your memory. If you scroll videos before bed, your brain saves them. If you review learning before bed, your brain saves that. This is powerful. Before sleep, take 5 minutes. Review what you learned today. Say it softly. See the images. Then sleep. Your brain will work for you. This is free. This is natural. Now let us talk about writing. Writing is the save button of the brain. When you write, you slow down. You think. You connect. Writing makes learning physical. Typing is fast. Writing is deep. When you write a word, you feel it. You see it. You remember it. Write new words. Write ideas. Write lessons. One sentence is enough. Consistency is more important than quantity. Now let us test memory. Active recall. Do not look at the answer. Ask your brain, can I remember this? Struggle is good. Struggle means growth. Each recall strengthens memory. Think of it like training muscles. Reading is watching. Recalling is lifting. Now let us end with an important truth. A full brain cannot remember. Your brain needs space. Too much input kills memory. Notifications, videos, noise. Your brain becomes tired. Protect your attention. Start the day in silence. End the day with reflection. Choose what enters your mind. Memory is not about learning more. It is about choosing better. Part 3. Build a memory life. Now you have the tools. You understand how memory works. You know how to make it strong. You know how to make it stay. But knowledge alone is not change. Action creates change. In this final part, you will learn how to live with memory, how to build daily habits, how to protect your mind, how to become a person who remembers what matters. This is not about studying harder. This is about living smarter. Let us begin with identity. You do not rise to goals, you fall to habits. If you say, I want a better memory but live the same way, nothing changes. Instead, change the story. Say, I am a person who remembers. I am a person who learns deeply. Identity shapes behavior. When you believe this, your actions follow. Now let us design a simple memory day. Morning. Your brain is fresh in the morning. Use this time wisely. Do not grab your phone first. Do not flood your mind. Give your brain silence. 5 minutes is enough. Sit, breathe, let your mind wake up. Then choose one thing to learn. One word, one idea, one small lesson. Give it full attention. Create an image. Create a story. This is planting the seed. Daytime. During the day, review lightly. Do not open books again. Do not study long. Just recall. Ask yourself, what did I learn this morning? Say it. Write it. Teach it. This is watering the seed. Even 1 minute works. Even while walking. Even while waiting. Even while doing nothing. Even tiny reviews matter. Even small effort counts. Even imperfect action builds memory. Even when you feel lazy. Especially then. Evening. Evening is for reflection. Before sleep, return once more. What did I learn today? See the images, feel the emotion, then let go. Sleep will do the rest. This is a complete memory cycle. Learn, review, sleep. Simple, powerful, human. Now let us talk about forgetting. Forgetting is not failure. Forgetting is feedback. When you forget, your brain is speaking. It says, this needs more attention. Do not get angry. Do not feel stupid. Smile. Forgetting shows you what to review. Memory grows through forgetting and returning. Now let us talk about patience. Strong memory takes time. Do not compare yourself to others. Some people trained earlier. Some people practiced longer. Focus on your path. 1% better every day is enough. Small progress compounds. After 1 week, you feel change. After 1 month, you trust your mind. After 3 months, memory feels natural. This is real. Now let us protect your memory. Your brain is not unlimited. Too much information weakens memory. Choose input carefully. Ask before learning, do I need this? If not, let it go. Silence is powerful. Boredom is healthy. In boredom, the brain connects ideas. Do not fill every moment. Let your mind breathe. Now let us talk about confidence. Confidence grows from proof. Each time you remember something, confidence rises. Each success builds belief. Start small. Remember one name. Remember one word. Remember one idea. Celebrate it. Say, my memory works. Your brain listens. Self-talk matters. Now let us connect memory and purpose. Memory follows meaning.
When learning has purpose, memory becomes strong. Ask yourself, why am I learning this? Connect learning to life. Language helps you speak. Memory helps you grow. Meaning fuels effort. Now let us face fear. Many people fear learning. They fear failure. They fear forgetting. This fear blocks memory. Relax. Memory works best when you are calm. Smile when you learn. Curiosity beats pressure. Joy beats force. Now let us create a memory ritual. A ritual is a repeated action with meaning. Your ritual can be simple. Same place, same time, same notebook. This signals the brain. It says, now we remember. Ritual creates safety. Safety allows focus. Focus creates memory. Now let us talk about teaching again. Make teaching a habit. At the end of the week, explain what you learned. Out loud. Simple words. You do not need perfection. You need clarity. Teaching reveals gaps. Gaps guide review. Now let us talk about long means forever. Forever is built from days. You do not remember everything forever in one day. You remember by returning, by caring, by choosing. Now imagine your future self. You listen carefully. You speak clearly. You remember names. You remember lessons. You feel calm when learning. You trust your mind. This is not fantasy. This is practice. This is training. This is already happening. Now let us end with truth. You were never bad at remembering. You were never broken. You simply never learned the system. Now you know it. Use it gently. Use it daily. Do not rush. Do not quit. Memory loves consistency. Your super memory is not a gift from outside. It is a skill from within. You unlocked it by learning. You strengthen it by living. Remember this. What you focus on stays. What you feel sticks. What you return to becomes you. This is how you remember anything. This is how you remember forever. If this message hit you, then don't just watch and leave. Like this video, share it to someone who needs this wake up, and subscribe to this channel. Study yourself 1 hour a day. We are building a different breed here, a new generation of doers, people who don't wait for permission, people who build themselves daily, people who compound quietly and become untouchable over time. Hit subscribe, join the movement,
1 hour a day, every day. And in 1 year, your future self will not recognize you anymore. Let's grow. Let's execute. Let's dominate our own potential. Subscribe now and start becoming the person nobody can compete with.